How's it going? So I want to just talk to you about negative impactful decisions. And what's so crazy about a negative impactful decision is that it doesn't just mess up what's now. It messes up what's to be and what's to come. And a lot of times we can think that we're doing things that not that big of a deal. It's not a big deal, it's okay, it's not a problem. But in actuality, it is a problem. Like, it really is a big deal. And one that I can think of the most, the story that would be very relatable, is Adam and Eve. Because God gave them everything. In the garden, he gave them everything. He told them, you got everything. The only thing that I say to you is don't eat from this tree that I placed in the middle of the garden, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So one negative person whispered in Eve's ear, going against what God told her, what God told Adam and her, going against it. And she ended up eating from the tree. And then she takes it back to her husband. She convinces her husband eat from it as well. So just one negative person caused such a domino effect, because how that hurts us is now we're all born sinners. Now we're all born in sin. And yes, Adam and Eve got punished for what they did. God kicked them out of the garden, and they had to deal with living in the land without everything just being provided for them. But he didn't forget about them, or he didn't disown them. No, he still loved and cared for them, and he did for them. But it made it a little bit harder because they broke his trust. And I think that's the thing, though, with a lot of us. We tend to allow various people into our lives, and it ended up causing a bad effect. It ended up causing bad consequences because we're not watching the company we're keeping. We're thinking that, oh, because we used to be cool, we can still be cool. When you're trying to go forward in God, you can't go forward in God if you're constantly looking in the rearview mirror, because what's going to happen, you're eventually going to crash. And when you crash, now you're going to be bruised, hurt, and damaged, and delayed to your destination. And it's going to take God to help. It's going to take God to really to touch your mind and your heart, to get you up. But that's only if you delight yourself in him. That's only if you rely on him. That's only if you come to him. So you can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. But what I do know, these decisions that we're making in life right now, this how indulgent in sin, the music in your ears, the things you're watching on TV, TikTok, YouTube, all the social media, whatever you're watching, if it's something negative, full of drama, you are eating that up. You're eating that up. You're taking that in, and it's going to show its face at the time that you least expect it. It's going to show its face. It's going to show everything that you're eating, because you think about it. If you sit around all day and you eat ice cream, candy, cakes, and all that, eventually that shows. How does it show? You eventually gain weight and become obese. But if you eat healthy, workout, it shows. How does it show? You become more fit and energetic. So it shows what you eat. What you eat, it comes back, and it rears its ugly head, or it can rear its pretty head. So that's based on your decisions on what you think and what you feel is important to you, because you have to remember that your walk with Christ is important to you, or it's going to become a skip, a hop, a jump, a crawl, or you just lay there and do nothing. It's going to become one or the other. And so I just want to tell you, watch the decisions that you make and the people that you keep around you, because one hour, 1 minute, 1 second of negative influence can ruin a lifetime of hard work. And we got to be aware of that. We got to be truly aware of that. The enemy is here to destroy you. He here to take everything from you, because dig this. A lot of us didn't even know it, and a lot of us still don't understand it. Why is the enemy out there? Why is he attacking us? Check it out. I got something for you. He knew your future before you knew your future. That's why. He got a glimpse of your future, and he realized how powerful and impactful you're going to be. So in order to get rid of that, what must he do? He must shake up everything around you. He must try to destroy you before you can even get to there, because now what you're going to do is destroy his kingdom. He don't want his kingdom destroyed. He wants his kingdom to grow. So in order for his kingdom to grow, then that means he has to try to destroy God's kingdom. So you have to make that decision on what's important to you. You have to make that decision that's gonna be beneficial for your future kids, your great grandkids, your grandkids, your great great grands. You have to make that decision, and how it's gonna be beneficial for your family right now. That the ball is in your court on which way you choose to go with it. The ball is in your court. You can either get a point to the other team, or you can be an MVP on your team. You have to make that decision. So right now, I just want to pray with you for a second. And yeah, I just want to pray with you so God will give some guidance and help us to see what we don't see. So God, I ask that you watch over us and guide us right now in Jesus' precious wonderful name. I ask that you be that light, that strength, that courage, that encouragement right now. Father, a lot of times in life, we're not aware of some of the things that we're doing that's heavily negative and impactful to those that are around us. I ask you to take the blinders off our eyes that we may begin to see. And even if we are aware of the things that we're doing negative, I ask you just to trouble our minds and our hearts until we get ourselves together. Because our business should be kingdom business. You designed us and put us here to carry out your plans and your actions, Father. And I'm trusting and believing in that. You sent your only begotten Son, Jesus, to die on the cross for our sins, that whosoever believe in him shall receive everlasting life. And Father, I'm trusting and believing you in that right now in Jesus' precious wonderful name, that you will strengthen us and keep us and cover us, that you will continually watch over us as we're going from place to place, as we're as we're around our friends and stuff. God, I ask you just to open our eyes to be able to see the truth, not be blinded by what appears to be on the outside, but be able to see deeper within a person. I ask you just to help us and keep us, Father. I know it's not by might nor by power, but by Jesus' precious Spirit, he gets the glory out of this. So I want to say to you, make your decision today. Is it going to be a positive, impactful decision? When it's going to be a blessing to those around you now and those to come? Or it's going to be a negative, impactful decision that's going to curse those around you now and those to come? The ball is in your court. You choose to do what you want to do with it. God gave us a free will. So what is your decision? Peace.